Bruce, I see you have some COVID tests there in front of you. I know that you have started a Back to Work KC initiative. There's a lot of cities that are opening right now. Some of them are still closed. Kansas City is currently still closed, but they're getting ready to reopen. What, as a small business owner, I know there's been a lot of concerns about reopening, putting patrons at risk, putting the employees at risk. What does Back to Work KC kind of put together to address that concern?
Yeah, so it's an entire initiative. So we have advice that we give to the small business owner. We also have advice that we can have them hand to their employees and then to the patrons of their business.
Okay.
This has been devastating economically to a lot of them. And I don't blame them. I think most people in Kansas City anyway are waiting till the 18th, I think Monday, right? And then some of them are saying, well, we don't want to open yet because we don't want to put risk. Honestly, it's legal exposure. They don't want to expose themselves to a lawsuit because they said, hey, you got to get back to work. Yeah. And all of a sudden somebody shows up with this illness. And then the lawsuits, it's a shame, in all honesty, it is. It's a shame that this has been allowed to go this way, but it will, and we have to be careful with that. What we do is we give an entire list of advice. We also give advice to the employees and the patrons, which isn't always comfortable because a lot of the things is, eat well, right? Well, if you're over at Pizza Street or whatever, McDonald's and so forth, those people, by the way, they've been doing well anyway, Sonic and all that, come on, but the ones that are opening up for in-service, and we have some very good restaurants around with the Tres Omares and the Summit Grills and the 54th Street. They're very good, and you want to be able to have those open. There are some things that you have to be able to say, and part of it is, eat well. Are you going to? I don't think you could do it, but are you going to take all the desserts off the menu because the sugar's not good for you? I don't think you can do that, right? So anyway, but what we basically do is we go through the list there, and you've been kind enough to put it. You and I managed to create this document, and it was, to wash your hands and then sanitize only when washing your hands not available. Decrease touching your face, limit alcohol intake. That may not be real popular for some people, but it's the truth. You don't want to lower your immune system if this is a real deal that's going to come get you, right? So whatever.
Especially with the kids home right now.
Oh boy, right? And then it's things like hydrate, purposefully drink water, on purpose, right? Yeah. Improve and maintain the healthy diet. Put fresh fruits and vegetables up front. Make sure that's something that you eat first. Fresh fiber first is a really good idea for how you do it. Then staying positive, because a lot of this is, worry doesn't help. Fear is a mind killer. And as soon as you get into that worry phase or the fear, shame, guilt, that type of thing, I also say follow all of the CDC directions because that's just legal. That's something you need to do, and they change every day. So you've got to follow whatever those are. Yeah. And then you want to make sure you do whatever's supposed. Like I think St. Louis now says all masks if you're in public, that type of thing. I would also say be very careful. Refrain from judging the other side. If you wear a mask or you don't wear a mask, refrain from judging the other side. Your mask is going to protect you from them and them from you. Your mask is. Yeah. But there are no good randomized clinical trials out there, double-blind, placebo-controlled, that say 6 feet is a number that anybody cares about. They always like those, right? And there is nothing out there that says that a mask is going to do or not do. Sorry, but it's common sense. No, but so we share all those. And then I wanted to point out that we also ask all of the employees to share an at-risk that they believe. And you need to go through, okay, what puts you at risk for this? Yeah. I smoke, I'm obese, I drink a lot of alcohol, I eat a lot of sugar, I don't like to sleep, I'm very sedentary. Those kinds of things put you at risk for this, but be willing to share that, and then have a non-judgmental, very loving way to say, what can we do that makes you 3% better today? 3% better today than you were yesterday. What choices can we make? Yeah. Yeah. So that's what I do. Then, honestly, if you need to wear a mask, wear a mask. I think that's really good for you. I also say that get tested. Get tested. It's data, and it's good data right now. There's no better data to get than have I already had this, okay? That's what these tests are for. That's what you see in front of me. This is a COVID-19 test. This lab is from Georgia, here in the United States. There's a lot of them that come are white labeled from all over the world. This comes from that lab in Georgia. And I'm very happy with it. It's been really good to have those tests.
This is the same one that the NFL is using?
Yep, the NFL alumni and all of that media and all that stuff use this one. I hope the NFL get to play again. Yeah. Oh my goodness, last year was so good. But that's what they're using. It's already been cleared in Europe. It's a little slower here in the United States. It has the EUA, the Emergency Use Authorization. So they filed for everything they can file for. They're doing everything on the up and up. They've sent the test in. It's been okayed in lots of areas, but right now, that's what you get. And so I went for a really good one of these, and that's what everybody's going to have to do eventually. Get tested, see if you get it. Because eventually, there's going to be a lot of positives. Remember, most people won't know they have it. Yeah. And so it'll be a lot of positives that will come back, and then that idea of herd immunity, Yeah. Most people aren't going to be able to get this type of virus, at least, again.
Yeah. So if you're a small business owner, have some concerns about reopening soon, you can call our office and talk to us, 816-454-5433. We'd love to discuss a system and a plan for you to be able to reopen in a healthy way for you and your employees.
Absolutely.